Welcome to the DehydratedFruit.com school library. I'm Cheyenne Lassor, director of the Dehydrated Fruit Institute, and today I'll be showing you how to dehydrate one of my most favorite fruits, apples. Today we will be making apple chips. Apple chips are not only delicious, but nutritious, and make an excellent gift for your mother, your brother, your mailman, your grandmother, the person that helps you take groceries to your car at the grocery store, the person that delivers your boxes, your teacher, your bus driver, your garbage man, the person that helps you get out of lawsuits, the person that stalks you and follows you home from work, and even your best friend. The first thing we're going to do here is choose your apples. Try to choose apples that do not have bruises or blemishes, for that may prove to be difficult in the future when you're cutting them and dehydrating them. I have 3 apples here, as you can see. There are an average of 3 apples that fit inside this dehydrator right here. First, what we're going to do is wash the apples. I have now washed and dried the apples. Now what we're going to do is choose a cutting board and a knife. Now this might be a little tricky. For the best results, choose a cutting board shaped like an apple. The shape of an apple really speaks to the apples when the harsh knife is jabbing into them, and it just really makes them feel better, and happy apples make happy, good flavored apple chips. When choosing a knife, choose one with jagged edges. These knives are usually used for cutting meat, but apples are just like animals, and they have feelings too. Also, the jagged edges are better for sawing through the apple so that you get the right layer and measurement and the right shape and don't have any awkward chunks and shelves of apple meat coming off of the apple layer. So what we're first going to do is cut off the little edge of this apple here. You don't want to dehydrate that part of the apple because it is all skin and will prove to be difficult when eating. The slices you will be cutting will be 1 to 2 centimeters thick. If you want more of a potato chip consistency, then cut thinner, like 1 centimeter, but if you want it more thick and meaty, cut it to 2 centimeters. When cutting the apple, go deep into the edge. Then, once you're about 2 centimeters into the apple, push against it when cutting. This keeps your knife from slipping and from awkward slices to happen. Continue doing this for 2 more apples. apples in the dehydrator. This is what the inside of a dehydrator looks like. There are 4 shelves in this particular dehydrator, and it fits 3 cut apples. So what we're going to do is place the apple slices in the dehydrator without them overlapping in any way. Maybe if there's enough room for just one more slice, they can overlap just a bit, but we don't want too much overlapping, or else they feel crowded and they don't cook right. Now that the dehydrator is full, we put the lid on. We set the temperature for dried apples to 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 58 degrees Celsius. Then we plug the dehydrator in. And the apples will sit there cooking for 4 hours if you want them a little soft, or 5 hours if you want them in chip consistency. In the end, this is what your apple chips will look like. As you can see, there's not really a visible difference between these 2 apple chips, besides the fact that they were cut from different parts of the apple. But if you look closer and feel this apple chip, you can tell that this is a 4-hour apple chip because it is much more softer in the texture and much more bendy. This apple chip is a 5-hour apple chip. It is much more hard and crisp when you break it. You don't even need a fruit dehydrator to make apple chips. Just set them on a tray, pop them in the oven at 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and keep them in there for 4 to 5 hours. Now it's your turn. Pick a victim. Get them hooked on apple chips. Become their lifeline that you can pull the cord off of at any moment by not giving them the apple chips. And just have fun with the whole art of making apple chips. Until next time, I'm Leanne Lassower, your Dehydrated Fruit Director.